need your help now. I need your help not only in this community, but throughout the city, because this could mushroom into one of the worst situations that this city has ever experienced.
Thanks for joining us tonight for our continued coverage of this week's officer-involved shooting. I'm Kevin Holmes.
And I'm Jennifer Andrews. Savannah Mayor Edna Jackson joining us on the set live after 2 days of tension on the streets of Savannah. Mayor, thank you so much for coming by. We appreciate it. I know these are trying times for the city of Savannah. A lot of people think, though, that the proactive approach to the situation, the shooting, by the city is making a difference. I know you were in a meeting.
Right.
Walk us through that day. How did you hear about it? What went through your mind? And why did you personally decide to go there to the crime scene in person?
I was called out of the workshop session because Thursdays, you know, we're always having city council meeting by Alderman Van Johnson and our city manager to inform me of the shooting. And at that time I asked Alderman, since it was in Alderman Johnson's district, I asked him if he would go out and then call us back to let us know what was going on. When we took our break, I knew that I had to get out there because it was just the right thing to do. You know, when you're a leader in a community and you're leading all of the people in the community, you need to do what is right, and the people, the residents' comfort level can be better when they see that we are concerned. So the city manager and I went out and joined our Chief Talbert, and the members of the police department as well as the GBI were on the scene.
I understand it was very tense, but after you addressed the crowd, that made a big difference.
Yes, and I know that it was tense because of the anger. You know, can you imagine someone being shot? You don't have any information. And of course, we were able first to talk to the mother and to the family, and from that we went out to talk to the people.
Tell us a bit about that conversation with Charles Smith's mother. What did it go like? How did she respond?
I thought that she was she was happy that we came out to talk with her, and we assured her that there will be an investigation, that there would be an investigation, but it was going to be done by the GBI, because you know, whenever you have an officer or someone involved, you cannot investigate yourself. So she had been told that, and then we asked her for her concerns, and we listened to her. You know, she talked about her son and the fact that he had a 5-month-old and expecting another child. So any mother would care about someone in that position, and it was, yeah, she was very receptive of what we were saying, and we stayed until the body was removed. They removed Smith's body, and then we, from there, well, I continuously talked to the crowd, one-on-one or in little groups, and all of that helps to ease the comfort level.
How would you describe the relationship then with residents and police officers in the neighborhood prior to yesterday?
Well, when I was an alderman, I attended the meetings in that area every month, and I still go into that area, into churches and what have you. When you look at it, when it takes something like this to let people know that we are concerned about issues that they may have. On today, what they were saying was that we want to know, where can we go? What can we do? And of course, we directed them to our neighborhood association meetings that are held. The president was there. She gave out the information. And also that our offices are also open to them. It's a funny thing, but people will not let you know something at times until something like this happens.
I know there's a news conference today, and the city's goal, from what I understand, there were 2 main features that the city hopes to accomplish, and that is to find out what happened and to be truthful. And I think being truthful and transparent is what really the community is hoping at this point.
Exactly, and that is a commitment that we made. When I spoke to them on yesterday, I asked them to give us time to let the GBI do whatever they have to do, give us time to get those reports, to work with us, that we would let them know family first, what the findings were, everything that the GBI found out. They gave a preliminary last night, which I thought was very good, you know, just for an incident to happen on that particular day. And we're going to hold to that. It's going to be transparent, because if we don't do it that way, then we have lied to the residents of the community.
I know in the beginning you issued I guess a request for peace, and then you also issued a statement right away.
Yes, and we've also this morning, Pastor Matthew Southall Brown and I spoke on the phone this morning, because I knew that we needed to bring the clergy together, and he said, Edna, I was looking for your number, because he felt the same way. But the response that we have received, the positive response at the church today, room full of ministers, community people were there, and others, because they don't want their neighborhood perceived as a neighborhood that is torn up because of this. They want their neighborhood to be seen as a neighborhood that is concerned and want answers, and that's what we're going to do.
Our crews were out there from the start until late last night. A lot of them heard the word trust over and over. How important is that trust when it comes to selecting the next police chief? I know we have 3 finalists right now.
Oh yes, I think we have to. We have to have the right person. But first, let me say that Chief Talbert has done a magnificent job. But I do believe that our police department does wonderful work, outstanding work. But you also, when you're getting a new person coming in, you also have to have that person's trust. Trust is earned. And I think with us working with whomever is selected and getting that person to know the residents across the city, that's when the trust level and how he will interact with the community. That's how trust happens.
Do you plan on using this particular scenario in the process for hiring the next police chief at all?
This particular situation, yeah, it's a situation that I wish had never happened, but I'm sure that as it has been across media, that everyone knows about it, even the candidates.
You know, Mayor, let's talk about that, because this story has really captured national headlines. A lot of people are watching from outside of Savannah.
Right.
What do you want to tell them about the developments? What's the one takeaway you want folks from outside this area to walk away with?
To know that we are working very diligently with the GBI, with the residents, with the neighbors, with the family, and that we want our community to give us a chance to bring this to a resolve. That is most important, and that we're going to be up and above board. One of the stations, national stations, asked me, was addressing, well, you have a lot of females in positions. I said, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, if we can get the job done, that's what we need to do, whether you are male or a female. It is about connecting to the people, and we feel that we are connected to the people.
All right. Well, Mayor, we certainly appreciate you coming by. I think you've got 1 or 2 things on your plate, so I know time is of the essence for you. But I'm sorry, go ahead.
May I say one thing?
Absolutely.
I want to thank all of the stations for covering. We want everyone to remain calm. There are a lot of innuendos out there, but I'm asking the residents of this community to wait until we get the reports, and we will share that report with the family first. But thank you for listening to us and for remaining calm these couple of days.
All right, there you have it, a personal message from Savannah Mayor Edna Jackson. Thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you.
We
Thanks for your
appreciate
time.
Thank you.
you addressing all our concerns.
Thank you.
Thanks.